My name is Michael.
My name's Anthony.
It's like about a half an inch.
Wow.
You still gotta
We
get those
have
carrots.
audio. Yeah. Space. Whoa.
Good show, everybody.
Good evening, everyone. And welcome to M&A's Excellent Adventures. Where I'm Michael.
And I'm Anthony, and we're going to tell you a story. I think I blew up that microphone, and I will not know. We don't have headphones on right now.
Yeah, we both forgot our headphones today.
We are in shambles. We got off the phone with Apple support for at least a half hour.
But one thing can be for certain.
I know for a fact Apple's support lines end at 8 p.m., but it's very suspicious that we got our phone call went through.
Not only that, but these microphones are really good for podcasting.
These are really good for podcasting.
Really good for podcasting.
Yeah. I feel like we should probably angle in a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah.
Just, talk to the people like they're meant to be talked
The sheeple, maybe.
I'm going to skirt my camera a little bit, though.
Okay.
Just keep entertaining the folks.
There we go.
Michael,
keep
what do
entertaining.
we do on the show?
We tell stories. This is your bit because I'm the host, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah. Well, then tell me.
Anthony, what do we do on this show?
We tell stories.
Kind of stories.
Fun improv stories where, Michael knows what's going on, but I have no clue what's going on.
That's right. And today we have a very fun way to shake things up and really vibe with that improv lifestyle here.
Well, first off, we're in our new space.
Oh, yeah, we are in our new space.
Isn't that cute?
It's
still a work in progress.
We're still learning
what's
But this
going
is episode 80, but also episode 1.
If you really think about it,
it depends on which way
you're getting
you
in
look
on the
at
ground floor of something pretty big.
That's right. And before we do jump into, I do want to give a shout out to some nobodies.
Nobodies?
Nobodies is a fantastic group of guys. Super, super funny. I recently guested on their PowerPoint Showdown, which was super fun. So we'll throw that link in there. Go ahead and like their YouTube page as well. They are just hilarious. Yeah.
Wow.
We'll
you're promoting
work
them
with
more
a
than you're
bit.
promoting this show. That's
I'm on this show.
embarrassing.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
all about promoting other people's work and staying humble.
Mm-hmm.
So.
As DJ Khaled once said, DJ Khaled!
And you can take that to the bank, bitch. So, with that said, before we jump into things here, I do want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing today, because we're doing it a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have a few slips of paper here in front of Anthony. I'll hold them up to the camera here.
We have toxic and trait.
Topic.
Oh, topic and trait.
So, if you can really see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at this quality thing. It says trait on one,
and it says topic.
Topic on the other.
Toxic trait. Trait toxic.
Ask my ex.
There you go. That's very true. So that's going to incorporate into a little game today. We're doing it a bit different.
Yeah.
We're doing it a bit different.
Okay,
here.
so how does the game go?
The game's going to go that instead of Anthony playing one character per use, Anthony's going to be playing 3 characters.
Oh!
And they'll be decided a main defining trait of the character.
Uh-huh.
And a topic that they'll be discussing.
That's kind of funny. That's very similar to the premise I put together 2 months ago. The sales pitch episode.
Oh, yeah.
You stole my idea.
Yeah. Well,
Just
we're all
kidding.
about stealing ideas
Just
here.
kidding. This is kind of similar to
I feel like
an original thing Michael made.
I feel like it'd be unfair to say this is our first, semi-recycled idea.
It's a good one.
It's a good one, though, so we want to keep the spirit alive.
It's been a while since we've done this, so let's see if I remember how to do this shit.
So we're going to jump on into it. And we're starting off with...
Yeah.
Anthony, your characters...
Yeah.
We
will
find out during the episode because of the game I hopefully discussed earlier.
Nice. That's pretty good.
So the names, the traits, everything will be on the fly. You'll just pick a trait, pick a topic, and then we'll go with that.
Put my hat in sports mode.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, because if you don't do that, you are
active mode right now.
I also got a haircut, and nobody said shit about it. So, like, I'm really pissed.
That's what my sister calls her Crocs when she kicks the heels. She calls it active mode.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
That's just terrible. So, my character, you ready? I'm Chank McMahon.
What?
Chank McMahon is my character.
That is not what that says. It says Chank McCone.
It absolutely doesn't say McCone. But that's how you spell McMahon.
Chank McMahon.
Chank McMahon.
Okay.
Tell me you've never watched WWE without telling me you've never watched WWE.
Just move on to the next one.
All right. I'm the host of the talk show In the Tank with Chank.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to be my guests.
Ooh, In the Tank with Chank.
In the Tank with Chank. So basically the format, when I introduce the guests, you'll come on out. And I'll say, tell us who you are. That's when you'll pull a trait.
Okay.
And then you'll go through there and I'll be like, now, and I'll make up a name. And so, you really wanted to be on this show. You were just begging and pleading. What do you have to tell the people? And that's when you'll pull a topic.
Okay.
And then we'll do a brief little interview with that character about that topic. And then we'll move on to the next person and move on to the next person. So Anthony's really got to put in some character work today.
So hold on one more time. When do I pull a trait?
So when I say, tell us who you are, or introduce yourself, something along those lines, then you pull out the trait.
And then,
because I'll say your name.
Tell me what you're going to be talking about, then I pull out a topic.
Yep. What are you here to tell the people? Something along those lines,
Cool.
It'll be a good cue. And you'll pull a topic.
Sounds awesome.
All right, you ready, man? Because I think they're ready in this new space, episode 80, and I mean,
we're like ancient now.
We're
ancient. Old news.
We're not only old news, but we're
more.
also old dogs, and it's time for a new trick. Yubbish. Because they're sitting there saying, "You brown fuckers, tell me a story." I hope they're not saying that, but if you are. So, In the Tank with Chank.
Ooh.
We set the scene.
I love this set so much.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to In the Tank with Chank. Here's your host, Chank McMahon. Oh, hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to In the Tank with Chank. I'm your host, Chank McMahon. We've got some fantastic guests with us here today. Before we bring enough. Settle down, simmer down. Now we've got three fabulous guests for you today. These are some pretty exclusive interviews. Who else but Mr. McMahon, myself, can bring them out. Thank you. Can bring them out here, get the people going, give the people what they want. So, are you folks ready to bring them into the Tank House? Tank House. All right, I'd like to introduce our first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Meredith Janes. Oh, Meredith. Here she comes. Hey, there we go. Oh, it's great to see you, Meredith. Great to see you. Yeah, please take a seat. Oh, well, Meredith, we're so happy to have you here.
Oh, flew all the way from Florida, and boy, are my arms tired.
Well, that is fantastic. Meredith, for all the people out there who maybe don't know who you are, the few that are there, why don't you tell them about yourself? Who are you? Who is Meredith Janes?
Well, I am too cool for school.
Oh,
and
very cool.
Let me tell you, when I say I'm too cool for school, I'm telling you, I didn't pass the 6th grade.
All right, that is too cool for school, folks.
And look at how successful I am now. I run a very nice cooking show on the program, the Food Network.
Oh, fantastic.
You've seen it. You've all loved it. You've all loved my books.
I love them. Read them all.
My cookbooks.
Done the recipes, I, to a T. I can't quite get that pot roast down just exactly the way you make it, but I'll keep trying. I'll
never can.
But no, we are so happy to have you here. Again, Meredith Janes, as we said, middle school dropout, who now is a chef extraordinaire.
You know what's the secret? Butter and a little bit of racism.
That's good.
That's me.
Make some good food.
Because if you don't like my food, that says something about your character.
That's true. That's true.
That's what they tell you.
If you don't like her food, fuck off. So Meredith, little correspondence took place before the show. Tell us what you're here to tell the people.
Well, yes, I've been all around the world doing my cooking stuff.
Absolutely.
But my real passion right now, as I'm getting close to retirement, is sex can be a lot of different things. And in my early retirement, you go to these retirement homes and you see people of all walks of life just getting to Plowtown. And I spent my whole life in Chowtown, and let me tell you, as soon as I hit Plowtown, in some of these retirement homes, it is a sad sight to see.
So you're saying that's really interesting that and to be sitting across somebody with so much experience
that's what I'm talking about.
It's humbling, So with your experience in going to retirement homes, Plowtown and Chowtown, with your history in cooking, and really just teaching others how to cook and making connections through food.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there a bridge that between food and sex for you?
The bridge for me is when I can incorporate any sort of food, particularly the messier ones, in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Like, people are, the softcore people, they're thinking maybe some whipped cream, maybe some chocolate milk, right? Maybe some cookie crumbles. But let me tell you, as soon as you do a slip and slide on a pile of spaghetti into my jimmies, it is quite the experience. So sex can be a lot of things.
It absolutely can. Let's hear. Yeah, very good, very
thank
good.
you very much, random audience.
Yeah, that was wow. I mean, absolutely.
That's just a little bit about that, but really, my true passion, besides cooking, is just fucking the living daylights out of things.
Wow.
And it can be a lot of things.
Sure.
Sometimes it can be a coconut that I keep under my mattress for several years, and and sometimes there's a foul, distinct, pungent smell that comes from that coconut. But it can be a lot of things, and so the main thing that I wanted to get across today is, although you can cook, anybody can cook, you really got to refine your Plowtown skills, or else you might just end up like a pungent coconut underneath the mattress. Does that kind of make sense?
That makes sense. I do think that makes sense. That makes sense. Absolutely.
Chank?
Here in Chank's tank. Yeah. Say, I do have a follow-up question as well. So I guess
if you didn't.
Almost on the flip side of the previous question I had. Now let's move in a different direction. Is there a line between food and sex you won't cross?
Lobsters particularly.
Wow.
I can't do lobsters, mostly because I can't quite fit in them. I told my late husband that one. That's why he's my late husband.
As long as he laughs early.
He laughs until he dies.
Yeah. That's too good.
It killed
too
him. Rest in peace.
Good. Thank you so much, Meredith, for being on our show. We really appreciate it. You've been a heck of a guest.
It's been a true pleasure.
And I think we've all understood now that food and sex can definitely coexist. Sex can be a lot of different things.
And now I'll catch you in your tank.
She'll catch in my tank, that's for sure. Yeah. That's for sure. All right, thank you, Meredith. Thank you. All right, folks. Yeah, let's hear it for Meredith. Fantastic. Well, we're gonna keep the ball rolling here. Roll on to guest number 2. Guest number 2, we've got Jackster Baxter, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. Hey, here he is.
Hey,
coming out of there.
Well,
there we
good.
go. Hey, Jackson. There he is. How you doing, buddy? How you
Chank,
doing?
it's been a real pleasure to meet you backstage. It's a real honor to be up here.
Go take a seat. Take a seat. Jackster Baxter, my goodness, he and I go way back.
Way back in acting school, remember?
Absolutely, I do remember. I couldn't forget
Potts' class.
How could I forget Mrs. Potts' class? I think everybody remembers Mrs. Potts' class.
I especially remember Mrs. Potts.
Now, Jackster, my man. Why don't you grace everybody here a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself, please.
Well,
There's more you could say, I feel, than I could.
Well, yes. Well, first and foremost is that I am a teacher.
Oh.
I am a teacher. Remember,
Wonderful
some of us
profession.
passed acting school with flying colors, and some of us passed enough to become a teacher. Because I'm so good, I'm teaching losers like you how to act. Some people say the darndest things. They say if you can't do it, teach. Let me tell you, if you can't do it, just become an actor.
Yeah.
That's just me. I don't have a complex about it, or that you rose above me. But
No, that's fine. That's all right. Just know that one of our faces is on a bus, and it's not the teacher.
And the other,
the unsung heroes of the country.
In millions of books around the world. So
Unsung heroes of our country.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Actors are the unsung heroes of our country.
No, actors.
I'm pretty sure teachers get enough respect, let me tell you, okay?
Actors are pretty beloved.
Yeah.
Actors are pretty looked up to. We're the real icons of, But that's neither here nor there. Jackster, you were really blowing up my phone, blowing up my life with just clamoring to get some message out to the people here to really, you're just like, oh, I need to get on the show. I need to talk. I need to get onto it. Get me in the tank, Chank. And I said, all right, Baxter, for you, buddy, anything. So why don't you let the people know, what are you here to talk about today?
Yes. Well, a lot of people really don't know specifically the things I like to teach because a lot of people think since I went to acting school, I became an extraordinary acting teacher. But my true passion is educating the world about the dangers of hamburgling. Hamburgling. Specifically, have you ever gone into a McDonald's and you realized they're out of all their burgers? Some people think it's a supply chain issue, but it's actually the hamburglers struck again. And the problem with that is people are blaming presidents, they're blaming senators, they're blaming big oil, perhaps. But no, that is all false because we have one menace, the freaking hamburglar.
So you're trying to tell me big oil's not to blame?
No.
Heard it here first, folks. The teachers of this country support big oil.
This is a serious subject, Chank, and I'd appreciate it if you took this more seriously than Mr. Fred Field's intro to acting, the basics.
Yeah. The basics lay the foundation, and the foundation pays the bills. Am I right, people? Yes, am I right? Absolutely. Teachers are unsung heroes of our country. Unsung heroes of our country. Absolutely. Let's hear it for the teachers. Let's get a nice little
9-figure salary
for the country. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hamburgling. The little cartoon guy.
No, that's the hamburglar.
Sure.
Hamburgling is the phenomenon in which teenagers run into the McDonald's. They go in, they grab the crates of hamburger patties.
Oh.
And remember how you and I, we used to, go to the frat parties and we burned pallets? And
I do remember
pallets. We burned a guy named Pallet there.
I do remember that. We did burn a guy named Pallet.
But specifically, they take these hamburger boxes, and instead of using the pallets, they use them as kind of like buffalo chips. They just go, and they'll just start the fire, and it's called hamburgling because they burgle those hamburgers.
Burgling the hamburgers.
Based off of the popular cartoon series of our generation, The Hamburglar.
Sure, sure. Follow-up question then for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do teenagers scare the living shit out of you?
They certainly do.
Okay.
They certainly do scare the living SH double hockey sticks out of me.
Sure. So, with that being said, I think it's fair to say teachers hate the youth. in this
As a
country.
matter of fact, that is a very accurate statement.
Sure. Wow, you heard it here first, folks.
Very accurate statement. and let me
Yeah,
tell
you know, if you can't act, then I guess you just hate people who are younger and prettier. Is that right? I'm just.
That's why I hate your girlfriend, Chank. Hey, put it there,
Because
man.
she's younger and prettier? Jackster, don't you ever fucking talk about my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Don't you ever fucking say that shit to me again.
Okay. Sounds good.
I will literally skin you alive in front of a live studio audience.
Hey, just lower the microphone. Okay.
Let's hear it for our lovely guest, Jackster.
Yeah!
Baxter. Let's hear it. Yeah! All right, get on out of here. All right.
All right, cool.
Are gonna
Nice to
keep.
catch up with you, Chank.
Yep, it was great.
Yeah.
Thanks. We're gonna roll on to our next guest here. Thanks, Jackster. Thanks for coming to the tank.
Yeah. Cool.
Right over here.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the tank.
Security comes
right.
on.
Yeah, please remove
right.
him. Remove him. Thank you. Okay, moving on to our next guest here. This is a huge one, ladies and gentlemen. I know we always like to pull out the surprises here at In the Tank with Chank. But we've got the one, the only, Charles Thickens. Charles, come on out! Oh, it's Charles! Charles! Look at him go! Oh my gosh, they're losing their minds. They're losing their minds out there. Oh, Charles, take a seat, buddy. Take a seat.
yeah.
Oh, it's great to see you, Charles.
Yes, Chank. It's a real pleasure to be on your
Yes.
show.
Oh, yeah. Great pleasure. You're looking fantastic, Charles.
Thank you very much.
Keeping that thickness going, it looks like. Keeping the Thickens name alive.
Well,
Love him.
my locks of
Gotta
hair and my
Beautiful.
thick bod.
It's humbling. Word of the day.
Darn right.
Humbling.
It's humbling
Google
for
it.
you.
Charles, buddy,
Yes.
you are an enormous presence. You are a chat amongst men.
Oh, well, I'm glad you consider me a chat amongst men because I like to think I'm men above chads.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first from Charles Thickens himself, men above chads. Oh my gosh, Charles, this is unbelievable. Say, could you, perchance, give us a bit of an insight onto who Charles Thickens is?
Well,
the real Charles.
The real Charles is a male bodybuilder, but I like to refer to myself as an alpha male bodybuilder.
Sure.
So I really focus on my alpha muscles and my deltoid alpha muscles
There you go.
and
there
my
you go.
bicep delta muscles
Biceps.
or
as
alpha
well.
muscles.
Fantastic.
And so that's a
I
bit
mean,
about
it's-
me. Is I
That's
really believe that I'm the man.
you are the man.
They
the
don't call
man.
me Charles
Oh.
Thickens for nothing.
Oh, they are losing their minds out there.
They
Charles.
always do.
Charles, you beefy boy. What are you here to tell the people today?
So,
Oh, you're going to be excited for this, folks.
it was one of those things. I have to tell you a little bit of story.
Sure,
a
please,
backstory about
please,
this here.
please.
But, so, I was bench pressing my normal 350-pound load. That's just what I use to maintain my muscle mass.
Sure.
That's for my cheat day, actually, where I ate, But,
Sure.
anyways, on my cheat day, did my normal routine. I'm bench pressing. But then I saw that the layers on the weights themselves, the horizontal layers, you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. Of course. I know what you're talking
I
about.
saw that they were layered on top of each other, and
Sure,
I thought, wow, that's kind of like how dirt is layered on top of each other. But
It is.
It is layered
It
on
is,
top of
isn't it? Yeah. Hey,
but
look at
you
that.
know what doesn't make sense is if it's constantly layered on each other. That would mean that dinosaurs haven't existed, because if it's constantly layered all the way down to the other side of the earth, that would mean that there would be holes where dinosaurs were living back then.
Huh. A very interesting theory.
It's not a theory, it's a fact.
A very interesting fact.
Fact. Dinosaurs.
Learn something new every day.
As a matter of fact, I did some digging on this research over the summer.
Sure.
And I went all the way to the other side of the country to a dinosaur exhibit where they had real dinosaurs, right?
Right. Yeah.
Do
Absolutely.
you know what I found when I got there? These animatronic things from the movies. And I thought I wouldn't notice.
Wow. Powerful.
Dinosaurs aren't real. As a matter of fact, they haven't been real. And they never will be real.
This whole time?
Yes.
Folks, it's okay to breathe. I know everybody there is holding their breath, and I mean, this is Charles. This is revolutionary. This is world-changing news that you're delivering to us here exclusively on In the Tank with Chank.
You know, I was always told by my mom I'd be a world changer, but I really thought I'd be changing the world of bodybuilding. I really found that my true calling was, well, I guess I shouldn't say paleontology. I like to think of it as truth-finding.
A noble profession. Truth finding. Finding the truth.
Another thing. The only place I could find books that had dinosaurs in them were in the library.
Okay.
I think we need to abolish all libraries and develop truthbraries.
Well, no. Now that you mention it, think of that word too. Library.
Exactly.
A brary that lies.
We need truthbraries across the United States.
Oh.
The only
absolutely.
escape for the good well-being of the American people is by implementing the truthbrary system, where we accept that dinosaurs, as a matter of fact, did not live 200 million years ago. They lived in our imaginations and our hearts this whole time. And I rest my case.
In our imaginations and in our hearts this whole time. Mm-hmm. Riveting.
Yes.
Chilling stuff.
Exactly. Any other questions you have, Chank? I actually have a meeting with Oprah right after this, so.
Well, I don't want to keep you.
Yeah. You shouldn't. It's Oprah.
It's just this is just a lot to unpack.
Yeah. You're certainly right, it is.
But you know what I say, folks?
Oh, grease lightning!
You heard it
Clutch my
here
muscles.
first on In the Tank with Jack.
It's been a pleasure,
I appreciate it.
Chank.
Thank you.
And remember, it walks off.
Wow. Let's hear it one more time. Absolutely fantastic. Incredible. Charles, what a man. What a guy. Beef and brains? I know what I'm having for dinner. Yeah, I am. That just about wraps up our show then tonight, folks. You all have a good time, and we'll see you next time in the Tank House in the Tank with Jack.
In the tank with Chank!
And scene.
Well, that was fun.
It was a fun little...
That was a goofy little deal.
A short little episode, but a fun one.
It was a shorty but a goodie.
A shorty but a goodie.
It was a shorty but a melody in
Boy,
my head.
the tension was sure there between Jackster and Chank.
Wow, can we just kind of dive into their backstory a little bit?
A little bit.
So I have a feeling they both sat next to each other on the first day of acting school.
Absolutely.
They beefed because of some silly feud.
I feel like they hit it off first.
Yeah, they hit it off first.
And then they beefed.
They beefed over something minute, like
some stupid.
Picking group partners or something, and Chank probably picked someone else. And Jackson really betrayed and really left out. And so he spent the rest of his career trying to destroy Chank's,
And you can't stop Chank.
Success.
Can't stop the tank, baby.
Well, he did wander off and say he had a 9-figure salary teaching. I don't know what the hell he's teaching, but...
Have you seen...
What?
Yeah, maybe I'll cut this out because that was actually pretty dark.
Yeah, it was. I was just like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying it's like that. Like, you can't stop the tank. I'll just bleep it out. I'll keep it in, but I'll just put a bleep over it.
Well, there goes our listeners.
Oh, fuck, yeah, we really are dependent. Yeah, well, I'll also blank out that you said and that I said it, so then we won't know who we're talking about.
Well, there goes our listeners.
Stop saying ethnicities.
Like what?
I don't know.
Well, fuck, there goes right there.
Yeah, that's true. God damn it. Well, Anthony, anything you'd like to add to the budget?
I'm really excited to say that we're in our third space as a podcast, and although it might seem small, fourth space.
This is our fourth space.
Fourth podcast space. But what's great about this space is we can finally start doing some cool stuff with it.
It's true.
So I'm excited. It's gonna be a good deal. It's promising. It really, really is. Yeah. So I am very optimistic of the space. It's gonna look beautiful in the coming weeks.
And I'm very optilicious.
And I'm also happy to be back on track with putting out consistent content because this is wedding season just murdering me, man.
It's been a pretty brutal year.
Yeah, it's been an absolutely brutal year. You know what's crazy though?
What's that?
What's crazy?
Pal, friend.
What's crazy right now is we're closing almost 2 years of M&A's Excellent Adventures.
We are closing. We're coming up on that. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
put out our first episode during election week of 2020.
We did. Holy wow.
And what's even wilder is we're going to put our 2-year anniversary. Our 2-year anniversary is going to come up during the midterm elections.
That's crazy.
Pretty bonkers.
So you can pretty much just stay tuned with M&A's Excellent Adventures to keep up on politics and what's going on in your area. Just keep track of time is how long we've been around.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's how you know what matters. M&A's Excellent Adventures has been around for 4 years. Time to vote for a new president.
That is a good point, actually. We should have an election day special.
We should have an election day special.
Yeah, we should. We can do an election day special this year too.
That's true.
That is crazy.
Election day special,
or a live event or something.
That would be really fun. That'd be really goofy. We should have it have nothing to do with the election. Or everything to do with the election.
Get flagged for misinformation the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny.
That's a great idea. So, I don't know. Closing up with weddings. I'm almost done with the season. That's so great because that means I spend more time focusing on creating epic content that's free for you to listen to on YouTube and Spotify
basically
and
done with wedding
and
season.
iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts.
A lot of stuff out there, man.
Yeah, and if you could take 30 seconds to just give us a 5-star review.
Yeah.
And just say something nice about us to boost our egos. It's really sweet because every little review counts.
Yeah.
Like they say, there's no such thing
seconds.
as a little review. Only little people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so, Arnett.
You're just small, Will Arnett.
That's true.
That's about it. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up, dude?
I don't think so. I do want to give actually another huge shout out to Some Nobodies. Again, they're hilarious. I'm on their show. We've by the time this comes out, the episode that I am on, which the topic is the cessation of vital functions in biological life. That was a fucking curveball, but we had a ton of fun.
Awesome.
Won. It was a great time. So absolutely check them out. Anthony will also be guesting on their show as well. So
at the end of the month, it's gonna be exciting.
And we'll have them on some of our stuff here too. They're just
Are
good
we?
guys. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't talk to you about that. But I talked to one of them about it. And
That sounds rad. I'm down.
It'd be a good time. So.
Sounds like a good deal.
All right. Well, with that.
Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. It's been a pleasure. And I will see you. We will see you in the next one.
Again.
Bye-bye.
Kisses.